Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of College Planning Tip of the Week. I'm Jack, and with me always is Nancy Steenson. So Nancy, kids, kids and families apply to colleges. They're of course anxiously waiting for results. But then when families do get those admissions answers, right? It's not always a straight choice between getting in or not getting in. So I'm hoping you can comment and shed a little light on what the different possibilities are and what they mean.
Sure, Jack. Thank you so much. So when students apply early action, which means they're sending in their application early, they'll get an early decision, but it's not binding in any way. Early decision is binding, and that's a conversation for another day. But early action is not binding. For students who have their ducks in a row and can get their applications in October or November, they often have an answer by Christmas or early in the new year. So what happens with early action, some schools will either accept the student or deny the student. Some schools will accept the student or defer the student toward the regular admissions cycle. And some students will do any one of the three. Some schools will do any of the three, accept, deny, or defer. So every school handles it differently. But here's the important thing. When a student is deferred, that means thank you very much for applying. We're not saying no, but we're not saying yes. We will put your application in with all of the other applications in the regular admissions process, and we'll let you know in the spring. It's never a great letter to get because students' hopes are still, hinged on that school. So we don't want to let go of that hope. We can't put it behind us, but we're not sure we're in either. And many students think that, well, I guess I'll just sit and wait. And come April, I'll find out if I got in or not. But what most students don't realize is that there are things that students can do.
So what are those things? Because like you said, being deferred isn't really a no. It might not really be a yes, but as a famous movie line goes, but there's always a chance, right? So what can students really do about this?
So good question. When a student is deferred, as you say, it's not a no and it's not a yes. Here's what it is. It's a show us more. It's not sit and wait and we'll let you know in April. The message often is show us more. You haven't yet convinced us that we're ready to admit you. So when a student receives a deferral letter or email, the best thing he or she can do is stop and think about what his or her successes have been in the past few weeks or months, and craft an email to the admissions officer that covers their region, letting them know that they received the notification that they were deferred, that they were, of course, were disappointed, that they would love to attend this university if admitted. So this is our demonstrated interest, and update the admissions officer on anything that has happened. As I say, oh, and I was accepted into National Honor Society, since I submitted my application, or I ran for an officer of one of my clubs, and and I was voted in, so now I'm the treasurer of the Spanish club. Let them know of any new achievements. Let them know how your grades turned out. True, they will get your school report, they will get your updated transcript when your first semester ends, but this is a great excuse to personally let them know. And I've got all A's this semester, even in AP biology. I worked really hard, and I'm so proud to let you know that my grades this semester are consistent or even better than the ones that you saw on my application. So anything the student can say will to impress is important to include in this letter. And this is what a lot of students do. And unfortunately, some students don't know that you can. So it's really important to know the playing field. When you get a deferral, you can and should send a letter of interest with any accomplishments.
That's a great tip because often can be very confusing for families. Nancy, thanks so much for that great information this week. And everyone, thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for future college planning tips of the week. Stay safe and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.